Hello, it's me, French Ted, and we are here, the following episode after our best show ever. And when I say best show ever, I mean literally by a landslide, a country mile, a really far distance. And this is a kind of special episode, well, for two reasons actually. Because one, we are going to be we're going to be looking at the women on our roster and the women in our developmental, just to kind of work out who we should be using, kind of make a plan on any rivalries or just people to use better, because they've kind of not become an afterthought, but because the ratings have been so lackluster, it's really hard to fit more than, two women matches on a roster. So, and I've been saying this since the beginning, I want it to be as equal as possible. I want to push the women. We're slowly starting to get 60, 70 rated matches and above, which is what we want it to be consistently at. So, there might be a few people we have to fire, push down, or quite a lot that we can bring up in the developmental, because your boy's been signing like a madman. So, yeah, we're going to figure that out today. And I thought, who better to be in this episode with me than my fiancée, Elena, also known as Spanish Elena, because she's actually Spanish. Do you want to say?
Unlike you, he's not French.
I'm not. It says it in my header. I'm not French. So she is here. Say hello.
Hi.
She doesn't know anything about wrestling.
I have no idea.
So,
apart from Adam, is it
Adam Cole?
Adam Cole.
We know how.
I like some baby.
We know how I feel about Adam Cole. So let's leave that there. But yeah, she's here. I'm just gonna quickly run through our roster and our developmental with Elena. She's going to give her initial thoughts. If there's anyone in particular that she wants pushing, we will abide by that, because why not? And then what I'll do is I'm going to go away, kind of play around with who we've got, and then I'll come back. It'll all be in the same episode for you guys. I'll come back and kind of just show you who I've promoted, who I've demoted, and we'll have a plan of action. Sound good?
Let's do it, kid.
Awesome. Okay, so we will start with our main roster. And I think I've already got this filtered. Yep, female in-ring role. Perfect. So this is our entire women's roster, Elena, on the main show. So this is our AEW women's roster.
And the red ones?
The red ones are either away or injured.
Can't choose them.
No, they're still here.
Okay.
And the yellow is champions.
So she's a champion?
Yeah, wait, where's our other champion? Oh, wait. There, Toni Storm.
Toni Storm.
Okay, so we're just going to quickly run through the names and just give me thoughts, okay?
Yeah.
AJ Mendez.
Smash. I'm joking.
I mean, who wouldn't? That's CM. Do you know CM Punk?
Yeah.
That's CM Punk's wife.
I mean, props to him.
Yeah. Okay, and then we've got Alison Kay. Mm-hmm. Keep in mind here is their popular.
Who chooses the pictures?
They come with the thing, so we can actually change it here. Bit of behind the scenes. We just search her name, Alison, and there's a few pictures here to choose from.
I mean, none of them do her justice, bless her.
They don't.
No.
But let's not spend too long, because there's about 60 on here and like another 50 in developmental.
Oh.
But this is the popularity. This is quite an important thing. The more popular they are, the better their scores tend to be.
Okay.
And these are their skills. So usually,
the higher their popularity, they're more expensive.
Yes,
Okay.
and as well as their skills. So if they've got basics is a main thing to kind of look at. That's kind of how good they are at the basics.
Okay.
And then everything else are just like bonuses if they're good at it.
Right. This isn't the one. Let's keep going.
No, she's not. So we've got Anna Jay,
Mm.
Ashley Blackheart.
I do appreciate when they do they go all out.
Okay.
Like the makeup and the hair.
Yes, so she is Shotzi from WWE, the one from that video the other day.
Yes.
Her. We've got Athena.
Yep.
Billy Starks.
Yeah.
Brie Garcia.
Bella's.
Yes, you know her, yeah.
Yep.
Britt Baker.
Mhm.
That's Adam Cole's girlfriend.
Yep.
Charlotte Renegade. Her sister is further down. CJ Perry.
Yeah.
Demi Bennett, recently signed.
Oh, I don't know when they do that
Big.
to their ears.
She's a big wrestler. She's like, look at that. She's almost in 70 in popularity, which is...
Big earlobes.
Yeah, but it's just the thing. Deonna Purrazzo.
Yeah.
Diamante.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that picture.
Emi Sakura.
Yeah.
Hikaru Shida, our former champion who AJ Mendez beat. Jade Cargill.
Yeah.
She's great
But.
in real life. In the game, she is dog shit.
Oh, let's pass on.
Like, let's just look at her. Hold on, match history. Like, the yellow's not good. Yellow's really bad. Jamie Hayter, former world champion.
Yep.
Julia Hart is the one that's out. She's had a baby.
Yep.
Casey Catanzaro.
She's got a nice set of gnashes.
Kyrie. Chris Statlander. I'm going to go a bit fast now. Layla Gray.
Yeah.
Mercedes Martinez. Mercedes Moné.
I quite like her.
We love Mercedes Moné.
Yeah.
She's out filming.
Look at
She's
her
got a
hair.
TV show, yeah.
Bougie.
Nyla Rose, former champion.
Yeah.
Paige Van Zandt, who I kind of pushed to the moon and didn't really deliver, so I've kind of dropped her recently.
Okay.
Riho.
Yeah.
Robin Renegade, Charlotte's sister.
The Renegade Twins.
Yep. Ruby Soho.
Yeah.
Samantha DeMartin, formerly known as Indy Hartwell from WWE.
No idea. Yep.
Santana Garrett.
Uh-huh.
Soraya.
Oh, Paige.
Paige, yep.
Yeah.
Sari. Sawyerek. Sky Blue, who has recently injured
Do they
herself.
get given names or do they choose their names?
So most of these wrestlers, these are their real names in real life. Like
Because
what they
WWE stole
No,
rights?
they're not all WWE.
Okay.
Like we're AEW.
Oh.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah, we're different
Yeah.
different companies. So like for example, she used to wrestle in WWE as Brie Bella. That's the
Her
name.
real name's Garcia.
Her real name's Brie Garcia or Brie
Right.
Danielson because she's married to
married.
Brian. Yeah. But these are like either their real names or wrestler names. But
Okay.
people have had to change. So for example, Samantha DeMartin, her WWE name is Indy Hartwell. But I've given her the name Samantha DeMartin, which is her real name.
Fairs.
Okay. Where were we? Sky Blue.
Yeah.
Steph Delander.
Yep.
Stephanie Vecchia.
Yep.
Tay Mello.
Tamello.
The Bunny.
Yep.
Thunder Rosa.
Ooh. That little face paint.
Yeah. Tony Storm, another champion.
Again, not a good picture.
I think that's a pretty good picture of her.
Why is she so moody?
It's because she's a heel. Trish Adora. Willow Nightingale.
Yeah.
And Yuka Sakazaki.
You talk a lot about this one.
Well, she appears a lot. She does a lot of random things. She's a good wrestler.
She looks like she's like 5 foot nothing and
Yeah, she is quite small.
yeah.
But that's the main roster women. Does anyone stand out to you?
I like the hair girl, but she's red.
Which one?
Is it Mercedes? Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, she's probably the best woman on our roster.
Oh.
She's part of the new. She's the one that beat Kenny Omega. I know you haven't watched the series, but remember I told you a
Yes.
woman. Yeah,
Yes.
she like member of the New Wave.
And we love a bad bitch.
Yeah, and she's great. If she wasn't away filming, she probably would be in a title picture right now. But that's the women on the main roster.
Okay.
Developmental, is it filtered? No, it's not. I have a lot of people in developmental. Let's just sort this out. Female role wrestler.
What are the women called in this? You know how like on WWE there.
So WWE, they call themselves superstars.
Yeah. What are they here?
Pretty much everywhere else, they're just called wrestlers.
Because there
'Cause-
should be no difference.
There is no difference. Just
Okay.
WWE have their own name for
Rate that.
things. Yeah. But let's not talk about WWE. This is
Sorry,
AEW.
AEW guys.
Yeah, AEW. So this is who I've hired
Yeah.
in my developmental system. So they're in Ring of Honor, which
Yeah.
is a promotion that I own, but this is like the promotion below my promotion.
Okay.
So I can call these up whenever I want.
They're just sat there waiting.
No, they're working in another promotion, Ring of Honor.
Okay.
So one of these is a champion, so she's the champion in Ring of Honor at the moment.
May.
Yeah, Mai Saruka.
Okay.
But yeah, so we're gonna go through these quick. Any that shout out to you. I have a feeling there's one that you're gonna be like, oh, but I'll see if you do.
Okay.
So we got, I don't know how to pronounce Aoi.
Aoi.
She's got good wrestling stats, so I signed her. Aisha Ray.
Yeah.
That's her only picture, which sucks because she.
I quite like her little face
Oh,
paint.
okay then. Charlie Evans,
Yeah.
Chelsea Green, Daria Baraneto. So this is actually kind of a spoiler for some of you guys watching because I recently signed Sonya Deville from WWE.
Spoiler.
And there's a few more further down. People can probably see the names. Ivelisse, Jordan Grace, Jurina Matsui. She's away at the moment filming. She's actually a film star in Japan.
Wow.
Carly
Just, like,
Perez.
casually wrestles on the side.
Yeah. Carly Perez.
Same.
Kellyanne. Layla Hirsch. Lena Fanene. Nia Jax, who's in
Fun
WWE.
Yeah.
Macy
Oh,
Evans.
she's well old, 39.
Macy Evans, who was Lacey Evans in WWE. Maki Ito.
Yeah.
Mariah May. Marina Shafir.
Yeah.
Maya Yukihi.
Those eyes.
Megan Bain. Mai Saruga, the Ring of Honor World Champion. So if I was to bring her up, I would need to let Ring of Honor know, and then they can have her lose her title, just to make it a bit more kayfabe. Mia Yim, recently signed from WWE as well. I've kind of thrown them down here just because I don't know what to do with them yet. But Mia Yim and like Daria and stuff are probably going to come up. Miyu Yamashita, she's an amazing Japanese wrestler. Like, these numbers are insane. We've got Mizuki, another incredible Japanese wrestler. Her numbers are also insane. Natsupoi, another amazing Japanese wrestler.
She's cute.
To be fair, Makito as well is up there as well. She's a decent one. Notorious Mimi from the Apple TV series. Do you remember Monster Factory?
No.
Okay, her. Red Velvet, who was in AEW, but I sent her down because she's doggy.
I like her hair though.
Rina Yamashita, who also insane stats here. Risa Serra recently signed, another one with crazy good stats. Suzume, who's just a personal favourite of mine from TJPW. And then finally, Zeta. Anyone here standing out for you?
I like the redhead girl. Is it Red Velvet?
You liked Red Velvet.
Sorry.
I mean, she's probably not going to get called up anytime soon. But she's 26, so...
She's still got life.
Yeah, she's got ages left. And just quickly, I'm just going to highlight a few signings that I've got in process. Mercedes Moné, I'm trying to get her down to an exclusive deal, which means that she only wrestles for us. And then here's a few more women and a couple of guys that I'm trying to sign. So Miyuki Takase, Ryu Mizunami, Shayna Baszler, formerly of WWE. She is now a free agent because they didn't want to sign her. Suzu Suzuki, Sayuri. We're also trying to bring in Dirty Dango, because why not?
Dirty Dango.
Yep. And Mariah Manic, Vert Vixen, and Zhao Jia, which I think it was Jia Lee in WWE, or am I being racist? I'm Jia Lee, I was right. Cool.
Few.
Yeah, few. But yeah, so I'm basically signing every half-decent women wrestler under the sun right now that I physically can. So we've got a lot of women to work with. I think that's around maybe 100 plus. So I have all of them under like a pay schedule. That doesn't include any that were already with Ring of Honor. So
Who's
if we
that
go,
dude?
oh, he's the guy that owns and books Ring of Honor for me. Hold on, we go role wrestler female. Yeah, so this is the Ring of Honor women's roster. It's got some of the people you've already seen,
Yeah.
but then it's also got people that you haven't seen, like Lady Frost. Oh no, Megan Payne was already there. Miranda, Elise, yeah. There's a few people here that were just already on Ring of Honor's roster, but I can take them because I own Ring of Honor. So we have a lot of women to work with.
Mm-hmm.
Was there anyone else that stood out to you? Because so far, you know, you've picked the star
Let
already.
me have a look at names.
Not okay. Maybe don't look in Ring of Honor.
Get me their names up.
Let's
and
go
then I'll
developmental.
whip through them.
There's some names here. Just any
Who's
name.
Layla Hirsch? Yeah, she looks like she could beat someone up.
Well, she is a legitimate athlete.
Let's go. I like her.
So we're gonna try and push Layla Hirsch.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Recall. Back on the main roster.
Woo!
Pick two more.
Can we go? I keep thinking her name's Suzanne, but it's not.
Suzume.
Let's do her.
Okay, this will be difficult.
Suzume, aka Suzanne.
I like Suzume, so yeah, we'll do that. And then one more.
Under Daria under her.
Ivelisse Velez.
Oh yeah, bad bitch with a little like.
So she
hanky.
used to have a bit of trouble. Like she used to have a bit of a bad rep.
Why?
I can't remember exactly, but she did something not very nice to someone in wrestling.
Let's add her.
So she was kind of banned for a while. I think when I tried to sign her, there was someone on my roster that was like, "I don't think you should bring her in," but I brought her in anyway.
Decision.
So Ivelisse is now on the main roster.
Lovely.
Cool.
They're my three gals.
They're your three that we've pushed.
And I like the purple hair girl.
Mercedes Moné.
Yes.
Well, she's a star anyway, so
Sorted.
I think if we go to my creative, which is there, they rank everyone. Oh, the American Dragon is still the American Dragon. Also, Hangman Adam Page is now my franchise player. He's overtaken MJF.
You don't understand how much Ted talks about Hangman Adam Page.
Love the guy.
Just day to day, talking at me about him.
So Jamie Hayter's a hot prospect. AJ Lee can talk the talk. Ring Generals. Oh, she used to be there. She's not there anymore. Okay, don't worry. Any hidden gems? I think Eva Marie's always here. She's not anymore. Ooh. Okay, cool. I think we've been waffling on too much. I'm going to go away and work on a roster. I just wanted to kind of show you guys everyone that I've got. And if there is anyone in particular that you think like, oh, Ted, you're wasting them, let me know and I'll try and work something with them. But the three that Elena has picked, I'll stick with that. They will be on the main roster. Whether they get pushed or not is another thing. But I'm just going to try and work things out. Maybe build some tag teams. That way it makes it easier to build stories. But yeah, just wanted to showcase everyone that I've hired, everyone that I have under contract. And I'll come back in a second or two for you guys and just confirm what I've done. I'll see you guys in a sec. And this is also the end of Elena's cameo, so say goodbye, Elena.
Bye. Yeah. So is what you do.
Yeah, okay. See you guys in a sec. Okay, and we are back. For you guys, it's been, a second and a half? For me, it's been an evening and a bit. So I kind of went through the women's rosters. So I looked at developmental, the main roster, the Ring of Honor roster, the people I'm trying to sign, and I also jumped into the market and had a look to see who else was there potentially. When I say market, I just mean the workers here. And I had 3 criteria that I wanted everyone who's going on my main roster to meet, or at least one of those 3 criteria. First one was popularity. So I wanted them, if they've got a minimum of 40 popularity or higher, then they can be on the main roster. If they're fundamental skills, so let's just show you guys for those that are unaware. So fundamental skills are here. So this is basically your core wrestling skills. If you're decent across the board here, then you can essentially have a decent match consistently, I would say. Obviously other things come into play, like your stamina, psychology is quite important as well. But just as a base level, fundamental skills 70 or higher in all 4 of these. And then the final one was microphone skills, 70 or higher, because microphone is for cutting promos. So if you're in storylines, promos are important. So those are the 3 things. So 40 pop in the USA, because that's where we are. 70 microphone and 70 plus, or 70 plus microphone and 70 plus in the fundamental skills. So I went through every female that is currently under contract and the ones I was looking to hire. And I have built 2 rosters. Obviously, we've got a Dynamite and a Collision. Anyone who met the criteria and already belongs to Dynamite or Collision have stayed where they are, because this isn't a redraft or anything. We've just added people that have met the criteria. So if I just transition now, there we go. For you guys, it was seamless. For me, I had to find it. This is our Dynamite roster. So anyone who was already on the roster is still here, but we have quite a few actually, names, and we have quite a few omissions, so I'll quickly run through those at the end too. But just looking at this, we've got AJ Mendez, Billy Starks, Brie Garcia, Charlie Evans is a new name from developmental, CJ Perry, Diona Perazzo, Hikaru Shida, Jade Cargill, Jordan Grace up from developmental, Kyrie, Layla Hirsch is back from developmental, Lena, so that is Nia Jax, so her real name is Lena Fanene or something, but we've just gone with Lena for her wrestler name. Maya Yukihi, Mercedes Martinez, Mercedes Monet, Paige Van Zandt, Risa Serra, Rio Mizunami, who is due to sign any day now, Samantha DeMartin, Soraya Sari, Shayna Baszler, or Baszler, however you want to say it. She will sign in the next few days because she's unemployed. Sky Blue, The Bunny, and Trish Adora. So that's our new women's Dynamite roster. Pretty good. We've got I've noticed we've got quite a lot of Japanese talent now across AEW, but that's just because they're that good. And there's a number of Japanese talent I wish I could bring in, but they are exclusive to Stardom. So over time, I'll maybe try and steal a couple. But on the Collision roster, which we will jump to now, we've got more Japanese talent, and a few of these have got insane in-ring skills. They've got almost no popularity, but pair them up with someone that's got popularity, they can put on the good match or carry someone in a match, but then the popularity can carry the score. Yeah, we should be able to make it work. But this is the Collision roster. Ashley Blackheart, Athena, Britt Baker, Charlotte Renegade, Daria Baronato, previously known as Sonya Deville, is here. Demi Bennett, who we saw debut at Full Gear. Emi Sakura, Ivelisse Velez, Jamie Hayter, Julia Hart, who's away pregnant. She doesn't meet any of the 3 criteria, but if anything, she's kind of more of a manager than anything else, so she stays. Chris Statlander, Maki Ito, who hit all 3 of the criteria. Her microphone skills, her fundamentals, and her popularity are all above the threshold, so she's definitely one to watch. That's who is pictured here. Mia Yim, again, I think she hit all 3. Miyu Yamashita, who has the best in-ring skills, I think, out of everyone on my roster. Mizuki, Natsupoi, Nyla Rose, Riho, Robin Renegade, Ruby Soho, Suzume, who doesn't hit any of them, but that was Elena's wildcard choice, or one of her wildcard choices. The other two did hit criteria. Tay Mello, Thunder Rosa, Toni Storm, Willow Nightingale, who didn't hit any of the criteria, but she feels like an AEW original for me. And also, because she's part of Ring of Honor, I can't move her down to developmental because she's already on the Ring of Honor roster. So she is just here. And I'm fine with that. I like Willow. And then finally, Yuka Sakazaki. So that is our Dynamite and Collision roster. Let's just jump back into TEW. Here we are. And let's just head to developmental just to kind of highlight who is now down here. So let's go. Female. Oh, well, don't matter about the role. So quite a few notable names already you can see. So Alison Kay has come down. Anna Jay has come down, which I almost didn't do, but I feel like this could be good for her. Who else? Diamante has gone down. Casey Catanzaro, Layla Gray, Santana Garrett, Sawyer Wreck, Steph DeLander, and Stephanie Vakir have all been moved down to developmental for now. As and when their skills, like Stephanie Vakir, she's got great in-ring skills. Obviously, selling is quite low, which is why she didn't hit the criteria. There's a few people who didn't hit the criteria because one of these was maybe like 68 or 67, and that's why they haven't been bumped up. But yeah, this is our developmental women's roster at the moment. Chelsea Green was probably the closest because you got 70, 70, 68, 70. Then the Pop's around 30, but I feel like in Ring of Honor, if she's had any matches yet, she's had 2 matches so far, 58 and 55, not bad. She'll get better, and a lot of these will eventually come up. Macy Evans will be probably a next caller. May Saruga, if she continues with the Ring of Honor Women's World title, we'll have to do something with her soon. Yeah, there's a number of names here that can come up, but that is our roster. I've also created a bunch of tag teams. You might as well look at them. That's not spoilers. You can see we've got a load of tag teams now. Yeah, I like building teams because why not? But yeah, we've got a load of women. So if I just click through this, you'll see a bunch of guys, but there's a lot of women's teams. Most of them already existed. So for example, 100 Experience, which is just luck for me. We'll just click through. Put these two together, Jordan Grace and Trisha Dora. I feel like they're two very strong women, might work. We've got the Hate Crew, who they only both survived because of popularity. Their in-ring skills are doggy, so it might be fun to put them together. And they're called the Hate Crew because they hate everyone else, and we hate their numbers that they produce, their performance numbers. Let's go. We got High Five, Hook and Hobbs, Legion of Pain, Lucha Brothers, Magical Sugar Rabbits, another great team. I've seen them in TJPW a number of times. Should be fun. Mira Coughlin. Outer Worlds is another team I've created. I feel like this might work. They're on different brands right now, which sucks, but something to consider as and when we get to our next brand split, which will probably not be for another in-game year. But we got the Space Jesus and Chris Statlander, who claims to be like an alien or something. I don't really understand her gimmick, but Outer Worlds kind of works. Storm and Soho, already an established team, although because they weren't a recognised tag team, they got low experience. The Renegade Twins, and that's it in terms of women. But yeah, there's about 6 or 7 female teams here. Could be potential for a tag division in the future, as in, you know, tag title, you never know. But that's something that we need to earn. I can't just create one and do it and then just get 50 rated matches every week. It needs to be worth it. But yeah, that is the end of this video. Tried to keep it as short as possible. There was obviously a lot of chatter and stuff with Elena in the first half, which is fine. She might appear every now and then, depending on what mood she's in, and depending on what mood I'm in, to be fair. But let me know your thoughts on this episode, how you think the women's roster looks. I think it looks a lot better now. There's a lot more flexibility with the roster in terms of, you know, who we can pair together, what we can do. And yeah, I'm going to get to the drawing board, work out some storylines, not just for the women, but for the men, because we've got some new exciting stories starting, especially because of the main event fallout of Full Gear. So next episode, back to our usual schedule of Dynamite and Collision. And yeah, I'll see you guys there. Bye.